From the beginning of the Bible to the final chapter of Revelation, one nation rises again and again as the center of God's plan: Israel. It may be small in size, surrounded by conflict, and constantly in the news, but this tiny nation carries a prophetic weight that the world cannot ignore. In Genesis 12, God makes a covenant with Abraham, promising to create a great nation through him and to bless those who bless that nation. From Abraham came the children of Israel, the land of Israel, and eventually the Messiah, Jesus Christ himself. Israel isn't just another country. It is the nation God handpicked to carry his promises. Israel is the foundation of prophecy and the clock that tells us how close we are to the return of Christ. For nearly 2,000 years, Israel vanished from the map. The people were scattered around the world, but the prophets had spoken long before, declaring that Israel would one day return. Isaiah asked, "Can a nation be born in a day?" On May 14, 1948, Israel was indeed reborn in a single day, fulfilling prophecy before the eyes of the world. Then, in 1967, Jerusalem was restored to Jewish control, marking another major prophetic milestone. Every major end-time prophecy revolves around Israel. Jerusalem is the most contested city in the world because Jesus said it would be trampled by the nations until a specific time. The Bible also speaks of a third temple that must exist during the final events of the tribulation. Today, preparations for that temple are already underway. Even the alliances forming in the Middle East, especially with nations like Iran, Turkey, and Russia, match the prophetic pattern described in Ezekiel 38. And when Daniel 9-27 speaks of a future peace agreement confirmed by the Antichrist, it is Israel who will be at the center of that deal. Everything points back to this one nation. But there is another layer many people overlook. Israel is the geographic center of prophecy and also the spiritual center. This land is where Jesus lived, died, rose from the dead, and where he promised to return. Zechariah prophesied that Jerusalem would become a burdensome stone to all nations, and today we watch world leaders, whether in America, Europe, Africa, or the Middle East, constantly tied to decisions involving Israel. When Jesus told us to watch the fig tree, he was speaking about Israel. The rebirth of the nation is one of the clearest signs that we are living in the end-time season. Israel is back in the land, Jerusalem is back in Jewish hands, nations are gathering against it, and Middle Eastern alliances are forming exactly as the prophets wrote. This means the world may be shaking, but God's word is standing firm. Prophecy is given to prepare us. The closer Israel aligns with prophecy, the closer we are to the return of Jesus. This is the time for believers to stay awake, spiritually, to be ready, and to understand the times we are living in. If this blessed you, make sure to follow and share. God bless you.